Hey everybody, what's going on? Dustin here with another NASCAR DIECAST review. Let me go ahead and mute the TV real quick. There we go. Sorry about that. I was watching TV. Now, the biggest question, if anybody were to ask me, what will be the one DIECAST review that I would do out there? Any DIECAST car out there. First thing would come in my mind is Dale Earnhardt's 1997 Daytona crash car when he went up and over on his roof. Or his 1998 Daytona 500 win car. And then I got to thinking, how come I have not done a Richard Petty DIECAST review? And that just made me think to myself, how come I've never done one before? Well, 200 plus episodes later, here we are. Today, we are reviewing the Richard Petty 1984 Pontiac Grand Prix number 43 STP, the same car that won the Firecracker 400 at Daytona International Speedway on July 4th of 1984. This is the car right here. If you went to the Smithsonian Museum of American History, you possibly might have seen this car on the transportation display. I will include a link to that down in the description below for you guys to check out. This is a NASCAR Classics right here, so we get this box right here. Now, I really like the boxes like this. There we go. I don't know what's up with that glow. Anyway, here's the sticker on here. It says number 43 STP Firecracker 400 200 win 1984 Pontiac Grand Prix. One of 3,996 of these are made. And it's a standard finish too. I ordered the liquid color one, so we might be seeing that one real soon. So just keep an eye out on that. So this is actually what it looks like. The NASCAR Classics, established in 1948. No year on this. And of course, and there's a display case in the packaging. I already done took the car off the base. There we go. Now inside we get this race win card. You know, just like every race win that we do, I think this is the first one for me for the NASCAR Classics line. The Firecracker 400 winner, 1984 Pontiac Grand Prix number 43 STP. Day of the race was July 4th in 1984. Starting position for Petty was second. Number of laps led was 53. There were 160 laps. As always, Daytona has been a 4th of July weekend staple until 2019, which would have been the final race. And then they moved around for Indianapolis for 2020, and then Road America. There were 3 cautions for 15 laps, and Petty won it under caution after a car spun out in the grass. And, of course, NASCAR rules were much different back then. And the car is a little bit different back then, too. Let's take a look at this thing. This is the 1984 Pontiac Grand Prix as it went to victory lane. Now, I got to think to myself, I've done every Richard Petty Motorsports car there is, but I've never done one of the King himself. So this is a first. Front of the car, got some nice chrome parts to it, like the grille, the headlights, and all that stuff. Now these cars are actually built to the closest to the manufacturer's stock versions that you would see on the road. We have 43 STP, and then we got this real nice Petty blue car. We got this orange stripe down the middle with a white border. And of course, we have the STP as it appears in 1984. And speaking of 1984, the sponsorships, it's like, wow. these consistency decals right here. We got Bell helmets. We got Monroe shock absorbers. Unical 76 gasoline STP oil filters. We have Hertz shifters, Moroso, Ingersoll Rand, which is a engine starting system. You got the nice chrome wheels. And instead of the yellow Goodyear lettering, we have the white lettering. And we also have more contingency sponsors up here. We have a NASCAR race car. Now this red rectangle, it would say NASCAR Winston Cup, but I guess due to regulation, they can't put Winston on there. For those who don't know, there was a federal regulation that prohibits the use of tobacco sponsorship. So that's why NASCAR Winston Cup is no longer around. I really wish they didn't do that, but kind of a bummer. Got Union 76. We got there's STP oil treatment. We got Champion spark plugs. Speed Pro piston rings. We got TRW engine bearings. Ram racing clutches. Blech. Almost said crutches. I was like, I'm not trying to sound myself medical here. Goodies headache powder. Edelbrock, Moog, high performance chassis parts. Die Hard, Holly Carbs, Perfect Circle, Victor McCord gaskets, Crane Ams, Russell, Chameleon, and 7-Eleven. We also got the 43 as the way it appears to this very day. Still is today. We got Canon, we got Saunders Belt, we got Curb Motorsports, we got 09. Some of these contingency sponsors I've never heard of. Some I heard of, but some I don't. Got Curb Wreckers, we got STP oil treatment, we got Pontiac. Another one, Motorsports Designs. And of course, I'm on the deck lid. Now, this is a really big deck lid, too, especially in the mid-80s. Excuse me, I am a little bit stuffed up still. Got Jensen car radios. And of course, we have the classic Richard Petty logo. And also the STP and the Pontiac. We also got this nice chrome bumper on the back. And I can picture the other side the same. Well, it is the same, but there are some contact that he made for the win. This will be a perfect example. Like here, of course, on the tire. Of course, this huge, nice tire mark, like right here where these contingencies are. Yes, he was battling for the win to pick up his 200th win. And for those who don't know, the one president that was actually in attendance for that race was none other than the late President Ronald Reagan. He actually would make the command via Air Force One on his way to Daytona. And I'm sure everybody remembers that iconic photograph of Air Force One landing on the runway adjacent at the airport adjacent to Daytona International Speedway. And let's actually take a look in the inside of the car. You know, it's not bad. You know, the 80s, there's no Petty bar, there's no Earnhardt bar. You gotta remember, this car was made before, you know, NASCAR put more safety features on it. Like, for example, you don't see the roof flaps on this car because Rusty Wallace had not crashed 2 times on 2 different super speedways. One at Daytona, another one at Talladega, all in the same year in '93. There's no Earnhardt bar, which is that bar that runs down the middle. There's no Petty bar, which is usually kind of like right here somewhere. Now the underside, well, I kind of expected they would go with a molded chassis, but you know, this is pretty fair. They got the there will be the rear differential right here, the drive shaft, the engine, the transmission, and the exhaust. Now, the steering is actually much better on these cars than what they were. And also, when I actually took this off the display stand, it turns out there's front shock absorbers on the front. And for those that don't know, also, little unknown fact, this car actually ran one more race at Talladega, and I think the gears for the rear differential or bearings got shot after their first pit stop, so it was like, you can't risk damaging this car anymore further. So they kind of said, okay, end the night, end the day, pack it up, just take this car to the museum. And I'm going to need to open up the hood so that way y'all can see the engine, so I'll be right back. Back, there's the engine. I'm going to admit this, it's not bad. The engine's actually not that bad. Now you can actually see the little springs for the suspension. I can imagine these are front shock absorbers. Oops. It means you can bounce this car up and down for the front, but not for the rear, which unfortunately the rear, there's a little bit of bounce in them, but there's not really a whole lot. There's a little bit of resistance. And I'll admit this car does look cool in its former glory. I mean, this is what they actually would race in back in the mid-'80s. Now, will I ever get this car signed? Well, all this is a matter of luck. You know, I can't say yes, I can't say no. You know, you gotta get Richard Petty at the right place at the right timing, and I'm sure what everybody knows what he looks like. You know, he's got that iconic hat, the sunglasses, everything. Now, I did pre-order the liquid color version of this car, so keep an eye out for that. Always hit that subscribe button for more NASCAR diecast reviews. And I think that will be all for this review. If you like this video, leave a like. Subscribe to this channel for more NASCAR diecast reviews. I try to publish these out in the best way I can. Also, I am a Circle B Diecast affiliate, so use coupon code Kruger at checkout for $5 off shipping on all orders $30 or more. That would really help them out, help me out as well. So anyway, my name's Dustin, and I will see you guys in another video real soon.